Hello everybody, how we doing today? How we doing tonight? Wherever you are in this great big world, I hope you're doing alright. Today is June 18th, 2019. It is Tuesday. And today, I'm finally going to be talking about the 3-month work in progress for this Let's Talk video. So let's talk. So I want to talk about something I found very interesting, but at the same time, very disgusting. And not disgusting in the way of, like, ugh, that was gross looking. But, disgusting as a piece of shit human being. I was reminded to do this video when I came out here to release my offering to Pazuzu. To release it back into the wild for the earth to digest. And it reminded me that I've been wanting to talk about the Pazuzu murders for the last 3 months. I first came about knowing this when I heard on Coast to Coast AM a guest who just wrote a book called Evil Archeology. Talking about in ancient times how demons and monsters were incorporated into actual daily life, like Sumeria, Babylon. How, medicines and exorcisms and stuff that we have today came from. I will link the Spotify episode in the description. She was on another paranormal show. So if you have Spotify, check that out. I highly recommend you check it out anyway. I'll put all the information in the comment section down below. I'm going to be buying her book when I get to where I need to be. So anyway, she started off both shows actually talking about the Pazuzu murders. And I'm like, what? And she went into, what led her to do this. She got into it, and she learned of Pazuzu Algarad, or John Alexander Lawson. Now, she went in on the Coast to Coast AM episode. She went in talking about how this man, Lawson, had his home covered in satanic and Mesopotamian words and pictures. And that he would dedicate himself to Pazuzu in what he called the ritual of the dark moon. Now, if you know anything about Pazuzu, he works with the dark moon, which is the new moon. So, the man did his research. Like, he really did his research. And I'm going to leave a couple of links in the description, so you guys can check it out, read it for yourself, make your own conclusions and judgments. And, like, this guy was a dedicated, like, truly dedicated believer in the occult, black magic. Now, he was arrested and convicted in 2010 for the murder of a man named Joseph. He had killed him, shot him dead, and left him by a riverbank. His mom reported him missing, and they found him, and Pazuzu and his girlfriend were arrested following. Now, Lawson had sacrificed animals in his rituals. He built shallow graves for them in his backyard. And there was a warrant, and the police entered his premises, and they found his house just dirty, filled with occult symbolism and trash. Like, it was just a garbage pit. Like, picture a temple for your rituals, your ceremonies. Now, take one of those big dumpsters behind a store and just knock that trash all over the floor. It was dirty, unkempt. And that's the sad thing, because your ritual space is supposed to be clean and tidy. And someone who knew him had said he had picked up 2 prostitutes. He killed them and he ate them. Now, I'm not saying that's, do your own research on that. And, because, you gotta take everything with a grain of salt. Some people will read, like half a paragraph and boom, they think they know everything. I'm not saying one way or the other. Okay? That's just what a friend had told the Huffington Post. And I remain open-minded and skeptical. However, it is on record that he had killed somebody, but left them down by the river. He was a known drug user, and it has been reported that he once was in the Church of Satan, but when Church of Satan started falling away from the Levian ways to what they are now, he decided to leave. Then he went into Luciferianism. You know, he dedicated himself to this occult knowledge. You know, he remained dedicated. He took the time to learn. He got mixed up into this idea that edgy teenagers fall into, which is this whole animal sacrifice. There's a YouTube video of the police entering his house, and that will be in the description. And I highly suggest you watch that too. It's not the complete clip, but it shows record of this sick, twisted shit that he was doing. Now, I'm not going to say one way or the other that him believing in what he believed is wrong. You know, he dedicated himself to Pazuzu. He did his homework. But what I will fault him on, and what I will call him out on, is killing animals in the name of Pazuzu and Lucifer and all of that. Satan. And then taking another man's life. You don't have to sacrifice your animals to your gods, even your demons. You don't. They don't want them. What's fucked up about this is that this is the type of person. Lawson is the type of person to give us witches, sorcerers, magicians, whatever the fuck you want to call yourself, a bad image. This is the type of person that the media zero in. This is the type of person that the media zero ins on. This is the type of person that the media zero ins on. This is the type of person that Hollywood and all its bullshit thinks we are. This is just setting that stereotype to which me and my friends have all been accused by those who project their own sick and twisted wheelings and dealings. And this shit's gotta stop. And it doesn't help that there's these fundamentalist Christians out there, like A Call for Uprising, doing this bullshit. Putting this stereotype out there. Like, I've never met one witch that has sacrificed an animal. Not one. In person and online. And yet, it's so easy to accuse because we don't fit that conformity. Fuck your conformity. Fuck your heaven. I don't want to be in a place with an asshole. I don't want to be in a box. This shit's gotta stop. And people like Lawson are just another nail in that coffin. Now, when I was looking into it, the first thing that came up was the fact that he had killed himself while in custody. And there's really nothing I can say about that. But again, I'm going to offer some links in the description for you to follow to make your own judgments and opinions. Personally, I praise him for doing the work, for taking the time and dedication. But yet, I also condemn him for being a sick and twisted individual. You don't have to sacrifice animals or people. You just don't. And this also goes into where does the line start and stop at? He is not the first person to be this way, and nor is he going to be the last. The fact is that there's a line between reality, fantasy, and just going beyond. He went beyond. Just like this person who has accused my friends. She's out of her fucking mind. And I wouldn't be surprised at all. In some way, shape, or form, she's just like these people like Lawson and Manson and David Koresh, Jim Jones. The list goes on. Spotify, listen to the link in the description, okay? Trust me. And it'll be Jim Harold's paranormal stories, Evil Archeology. Since Jim Harold is also somebody who works with Coast to Coast AM. So, check those out. Look into both Evil Archeology and Lawson and his insanity. But I do want to end on a high note. As someone who is a disciple of Pazuzu as well. Far be it from me to say that any gnosis he received is wrong. But then again, he was a known drug addict. He clearly had mental issues. You know, he went past that line where fantasy and reality just blurred. And the actions of this person do not reflect any and all practitioners and disciples that work with Pazuzu. That being said, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for listening. Links in the description for everything. Check out Evil Archeology and the Doctor in the comment section below. I highly recommend that. And yeah, so thank you all for watching. Thank you all for listening. Be sure to hit that bell icon to stay informed. If you want to find me on social media, my links are in the description as well. And yeah, I love you all.